Hey there, fellow chefs. Welcome back to CloudCostChefs, your favorite spot for fresh, actionable cloud cost optimization that actually works. I'm absolutely buzzing with excitement today because we've got some incredible ingredients on the menu that are going to save you serious money. Here's what we're cooking up in the next 12 minutes. We've got breaking news on some game-changing FinOps tools that'll transform how your team tracks and acts on cost savings. Plus, I'm sharing my favorite quick wins that take just 5 minutes but can slash your bills by thousands. And we're diving deep into some 1 hour projects that fellow chefs are using to automate their way to 20 to 40% savings. Trust me, you're going to want to grab a notepad for this one. Let's start with our fresh angle news. And fellow chefs, this first story is huge. Ops now just dropped something called FinOps KPIs, and it's solving one of the biggest problems we face, getting everyone on the team actually excited about cost optimization. Here's the thing. Most FinOps initiatives die because engineers and finance teams speak completely different languages. But OpsNow cracked the code with AI-powered, role-specific KPI dashboards that finally make cost optimization feel like cooking with a recipe everyone can follow. So here's how it works, fellow chefs. Instead of drowning in spreadsheets and generic reports, you get 17 expert-selected KPIs that are actually actionable. We're talking reserved instance waste tracking, storage efficiency metrics, commitment management scorecards. And the beautiful part? Each team member sees the KP. Is that matter for their role? Engineers see performance metrics tied to cost. Finance sees budget variance. And everyone can track progress toward real savings goals. The implementation is surprisingly simple. It takes less than 1 hour to get started, and they're offering a 3-month free trial. Early adopters in Korea are already seeing rapid identification of high-impact waste. And here's what I love. It's turning cost optimization from a dreaded quarterly review into something teams actually look forward to. That's what I call a fresh angle. Now, speaking of fresh angles, CloudZero and Ternary just revolutionized how we think about unit economics. Fellow chefs, forget everything you know about waiting until month end to see where your money went. We're talking real-time cost per customer, cost per feature dot, cost per team member, delivered every hour, not every month. Here's why this matters. Drift saved $4 million using this approach, and Ninjacat cut their cloud spend by 40%. The secret? Automated tagging and instant alerts that catch cost spikes before they become bill shock. You set up your unit metrics, enable real-time dashboards, and suddenly your development teams are talking about cost, like they talk about performance metrics. Setup takes 15 minutes to 1 hour, and the results speak for themselves. Quick hits from the community. Fellow chef over at A Cloud Guy dropped an amazing PowerShell script for Azure billing automation. If you're managing 50-plus subscriptions, this script handles throttling, security, and delivers Excel-ready reports automatically. 1 hour setup, massive time savings. And don't sleep on Nerdio's predictive auto-scaling for Azure Virtual Desktop. They're surfacing hidden savings in profile cleanup and automated chargeback that most teams completely miss. Enable dynamic pool scaling and scheduled storage maintenance. It's money sitting on the table. All right, fellow chefs, let's move into our chef specials, the optimization principles that are going to transform your cloud bills. I've got quick wins, medium projects, and smart strategies that you can start implementing today. First up, our 5-minute fixes that pack serious punch. Anomaly detection setup. Fellow chefs, this is your must-do task for this week. Head into your cloud console. Set up dollar amount alerts and percentage change alerts. I recommend $500 per day and 25% week over week as your starting thresholds. This single step prevents bill shock before it happens and takes exactly 5 minutes to configure. Fellow chefs using this approach are catching runaway costs within hours instead of discovering them at month end. Next quick win, the emergency non-prod lockdown script. Write a simple shutdown script for your non-production environments. then trigger it automatically when spending spikes beyond your thresholds. Bam! This one saved a fellow chef $8,000 last month when a misconfigured test environment started spinning up hundreds of instances. 5 minutes to write the script. Potentially massive savings when things go sideways. Here's a daily habit that's pure gold. Add a 2-minute cost review to your development stand-ups. Just pull up yesterday's spend, highlight any surprises, and ask the team if they launched anything new. This simple practice surfaces shadow IT, catches forgotten resources, and keeps cost awareness front and center. Kistesi. Fellow chefs doing this find new quick wins every single week. Now let's talk about our 1-hour projects. These are the medium lift optimizations that deliver serious results. KPI-driven FinOps sprints. This builds on that OpsNow story we covered earlier. Pick 3 to 5 FinOps KPIs for your team. Assign owners, set up dashboards and alerts, then review progress weekly. Fellow chefs implementing this approach are seeing 10 to 30% year-over-year improvement. The key is treating cost optimization like any other engineering sprint, with clear metrics, ownership, and regular check-ins. Right-sizing automation. This is where the big money lives, fellow chefs. Use your cloud-native recommender tools, AWS Compute Optimizer, GCP Recommender, or third-party tools like ProsperOps. Start with non-production environments to test the waters, then gradually apply recommendations to production workloads. Fellow chefs are seeing 20 to 40% savings on compute costs. We're talking thousands of dollars monthly for most organizations. Just remember, don't right-size everything at once. Test, validate, then scale. That is your billing script we mentioned earlier. It's worth dedicating an hour to implement. Set up a service principal, configure the PowerShell automation period, and schedule it to deliver Excel-ready reports automatically. Fellow chefs using this approach are surfacing 5 to 10% in new savings opportunities just from having better visibility into their multi-subscription spending patterns. Now for our smart strategies, the long-term approaches that compound over time. Real-time unit economics is becoming table stakes, fellow chefs. Whether you use CloudZero Ternary or build your own solution, getting to hourly cost visibility per customer, per feature, per team is transformational. It changes how your entire organization thinks about spending. Development teams start optimizing proactively. Product teams factor cost into feature decisions. And finance gets the granular insights they need for accurate forecasting. Cross-team FinOps sprints are the secret weapon of the most successful cost optimization programs. Instead of making this a finance-only initiative, bring engineering, product, and operations into regular optimization reviews. Set shared goals, celebrate wins together, and most importantly, give every team the tools and dashboards they need to track their impact. When everyone owns cost optimization, everyone finds savings. And here's your daily habit that'll compound into massive results: cost-aware development practices. Train your developers to check resource costs before deploying. Include cost estimates in pull request reviews, and make right-sizing recommendations part of your standard deployment checklist. This isn't about slowing down development. It's about building cost consciousness into your team's DNA. Fellow chefs, let's wrap up with the results you can expect. If you implement just the quick wins we covered today, you're looking at catching cost overruns before they hit your bill, preventing emergency spending spikes, and surfacing new optimization opportunities every week. Add in the 1-hour projects, and you're talking about 10 to 40% reductions in your cloud spending. That could be thousands of dollars monthly for most organizations. The smart strategies we discussed will transform how your entire team thinks about cloud costs, turning optimization from a quarterly fire drill into a continuous collaborative practice that just keeps delivering results. Want to dive deeper into any of these optimization principles? Head over to CloudCostChefs.com, where we've got detailed implementation guides, scripts, and real-world case studies from fellow chefs who are crushing their cloud costs. Keep optimizing, fellow chefs. And remember, Every dollar you save is a dollar you can invest in innovation. Until next time, this is CloudCostChefs, serving up fresh savings that actually work.